Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do a replaced diesel injector seal on number 4 here. So that's exactly what I'm going to do today. So hopefully this video comes in handy for people for if you have any issues like this. But let's get stuck in, and please hit the subscribe button, give it a thumbs up, share if you like, leave a comment. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is take off this nut, this nut here, and disconnect these 4 connections here in order to remove the wiring harness out of the way. I just want to remove it out of the way. So that's the first thing I'm going to do. I'm going to remove this one here also, loosen this up so I can get it up, lift this up so I can get access to the opposite nut here, not this one, but obviously this one here on this side. So I'll have to take off this, and I'll have to take off that line then after that. So that'll be the next thing we'll do. So I'll do that first. Okay, there's 2 more here. There's 1 more bolt here and 1 more bolt just in here at the side. Look there. So they're all 11mm bolts is what they are. So okay, so I'm going to pull this back here like so. I took off the nut here. I disconnected this here, as you can see, this one here, so I can lift this up and just get it up. Now I just really need to lift this up enough just to get in there, in at these bolts in there. So first thing is I'm going to take this off here. Now I said 11mm, I'm sorry, they're all 10mm bolts. So the first thing we need to do here is take off this that holds the pipes together. So we remove that, remove the bolt out of that. I'll take that out of the way. Just tie them together so I don't lose them. That back there. Now these are 14mm, so we need a 14mm spanner. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to loosen these here now. Turn these to your left. That's the first one, and the second one underneath here. Let's see, as you can see, I have it already loosened. So there we go. Now what I'm going to do is, when I have these taken off, I'm going to take off these bolts just so I can get something to cover up the top of these diesel. There we go, that's that. So I'll move this over here. And what I'm going to use to cover this, excuse me there, piece of aluminium foil on top of that, just to put a seal on it so no dirt gets into it, like so. And then just repeat the same on this. So I'm going to be reusing this diesel injector. So that's that. So the next thing will be, okay, same thing with this, just cover these just to have them sealed, right? Now I'm going to use a compressor to blow in there to clean any of the dirt that's in there out, so it doesn't get inside the diesel injector. Now after giving that a good cleaning, now I'm going to take out this here, and I'm going to loosen up these other 3 in order to get some movement on this. So this is coming out now. I guess a spanner for these, and loosen these up as well. So we'll take this out here, like so. Keep this nice and safe and clean. That comes out, and then just loosen these here. These were all loosened, size 12. Now, when torquing these back up, they are 25 newton meters. That's what they are. So yeah. There you go. put this in a nice clean spot, and I'm just going to loosen them up. I just want some movement in this so I can move it up in order to release this. Next thing I want to remove is this 12mm, or 25 meters for replacement. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to take out this and this bolt, and what we'll do is we'll loosen this one before we take out this one, but this is going to hold this piece in place so it doesn't cause any damage to any of the components. There we go, that's the first one. And then we get this is 14mm and this one is 12mm. Let's get these out. The same thing with this one there. This one I'm going to keep this. I want to keep this in a nice clean place. So we'll take them out and we'll come back when they're out. Okay, so what I do with these is when I take them out, I just wrap them up in foil, keep them nice and clean. That's the idea. Go a little open up this a little bit. So we open that there now. Usually they can be stuck, so I just use the spanner just to give it a bit of a wriggle here, just to loosen it up. Getting it out is going to be the thing. Bit of wriggling. Loosen it up is the trick. So keep playing at it till you get it loose. As you see, it's still a bit stuck in there. It's probably stuffed with carbon. So what I'm going to do is keep playing away with that until I get it loose. Okay, so I got it out, and I just used the vice grips. Hold that there on the top of it there. I just clamped the vice grips on both sides there and wriggled it out. So here it is out. As you can see inside of the shaft. I get a light in there. You can see where it was leaking. It was leaking on the back there. And let's see, can I get that in there? There it is in there, and it's pretty dirty. I think I may zoom in a bit closer. Full of carbon in there. Pick it up. That's better now. You can see on the back side of it a lot of blackness there, so it was obviously leaking from there. So I need to get that seal out. That's the seal that's giving the problem there, and I need to give that a rub inside there and get that clean out. Okay, so what I'm using just a drill bit and a cloth to clean out the carbon inside the chamber here. I have given it a few swipes as it is. You can see in there, can you? Now, the next thing is I want to give it a blowout. I'm going to give it a blowout with the layer. Okay, so this is the seal here. This is the new seal, and there's one of these seals inside there. Now I have to get that seal out. Sometimes they come out with the injector, sometimes they don't. In this case they didn't. So I'm going to be using this. I have a puller here and I'm going to pull it out. So that's the next thing. So this is threaded here. So when I push it down into the seal, as you can see, then I twist it in until it grabs a hold of it and bites it. And as it grabs enough, then I'll just tap it out like so. So let's go. A few times. Again. Where's that? I want to do too much. Oh, seems to like living in there. Going back in. I had it out. So, what way is she sitting? Yeah, she's sitting like that. So we get the screwdriver in. I'm going to fish it out with the screwdriver. So. Actually, the seat looks very nice in there. It looks nice and clean. Just do it again. It's a very handy tool, this. I'll have to make some sort of a hook just to hook it out. Oh, she's full of carbon. Right, so I'll just go and make myself a hook. I have a wire or something back. Okay, so here it is out. This is the culprit, and you can see it's lovely and flat there. But look at this here, it's snapped there. So that there is a problem. That's why I was leaking. That there now. So if you compare this, now this baby, this is a great tool here. These are very handy to have. In the end, what I done was I took off the hammer and just put it in, screwed it in back in again, and fished it out. That's what I did. So this genuine part, €5 is very, very little money for these things. So let's get this one out, and there we go. As you can see, there is no grooves on these things whatsoever. So that's that there now. Now what I want to do is I want to give this a blowout one more time, give it a good blowout before I put it back in the diesel injector and make sure it's nice and clean. So I'm going to blow it out. As you can see over there, the compressor and the blow line. I don't show you it because it's very noisy, so we'll be back when it's done. Okay, so here we go. As you can see in there now, very hard to focus in. It's lovely and clean down there, so the seal can sit in there nice and flat, no dirt, absolutely nothing. Now usually, come over here and show you, usually on some of the cars when they're so bad, you have to reseat. You have to reseat the aluminium on the bottom just to flatten it off, because there's so much carbon and so much crap, maybe damage done. And what these two tools do here is, when you go in, when you twist them in, they'll grind away at the bottom, and you can take out a skim of the aluminium within the head, and so as the seal sits correctly in place. So anyway, we have it all ready for putting it back in, and the next thing is getting my seal and putting that in first. I'm going to use this as a guide. Drop it in. Let me see how that's settled in. Yes, beautiful, as you can see in there. Looking good. Now back in this. There we go. Lovely, lovely jubbly. That's that. Okay, so a little bit of copper grease so it doesn't seize. It can be taken out in the future. Get this done now before the rain comes. That. Pop it back in. There we go. Get in line with these. Perfect. Excellent stuff. So we put back in these. Nice and clean, yeah. So we'll tighten these up back. So each of these 25 newton meters. That's 25, yeah. Right, I'll do the forward and when we come back, I'll be back when they're done. So we've all these in 25 newton meters. Now you have to get this one in. Get the right thread. This is the same, 25 for this one. And the same with this. I'm going to put a bit of thread locker on this one here, so we'll be back in a small bit of thread locker on this. Not on this one, just this one here. Get that boy in this now. There you go, that's two of them ready for 25 newton meters. This one here is 25 newton meters as well, so I'll tighten this one up first of all. We need the bigger one. Okay, so 25 newton meters in this. There we go, that's that. Get the one on top. That's it, 25 and 25. Let me get this one here now. Put the fuel line back on. Oh dear. Unwrap them. They look to be quite good. Usually when they're over tightened, that flattens down. So as this side, yes, they're quite good. Excellent. So it's this way, isn't it? Cover that up again because I want to lift this up. Hold that for a second. Yeah. Getting these in the right thread is very important. And this one here now. So we tighten these up. Spanner for that. These were 14, so get spanner. 14. Nice and tight. That's that. Grand down there. Tight, all tight. Nice to get the fuel line back on, put on this bracket to hold these in place. So it's just basically same thing as we done taking it off. Just put it back on, like so. Fit that one. So we come back then, we'll leave this on. And we put this back in. So just tighten this up. Nice and snug. There's a 25 as well. All 25 Newton meter. That's the bigger one. Yeah. So there we go. 25 Newton meter on that one there too. Now the next thing is put our back in our harness. Reconnect up everything. Reconnect up that. Reset these back into their places. It goes there. One, two. Okay. Yeah, so as I was saying there a second ago, I had to stop the video phone call. So we have first one in, second one in, third one in, fourth one in. And this is connected here. So what we need is a double lock for this. It's a 10mm, screw up. On and just double lock it. Nearly lost that one. That's the second one. That's that. You have all these nuts to go back on these. One. These are all hand tight by the way. Two. And then 1, 2, there's another one back there. I jumped the gun slightly, just release these off here now. Take this off. Yeah, that's it, that's better there now. So, start again with these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, thread. There we go. Wunderbar. And then last is this nut in here. Pretty good. Yeah. So I'll just tighten these up and tight. Anyway, I'll do this in a second. Just tight. Hand tight. Hand tight. So hand tight, hand tight, hand tight. So we'll hand tighten all these up. I'll be back. And last but not least, this one here. This is just off from the electrical harness. Yeah, so once we get that done, I'll show you now in 1 second what we gotta do. Okay, so the next step is in here at the diesel pump. I'm going to prime it all up, so you push this in here like this, prime it up, and then get someone in the car to turn the ignition on. Turn the ignition on. 5 seconds. 2, 3, 4, 5. Turn it off. Prime it again. Again, 5 seconds. 1, 2, 4, 5. Off. Primer up again. Again, prime it. 1, 2, 4, 5. Stop. Get it nice and hard. Just prime it again. Right, grand job. Turn it off there now. Now get ready to start it now. Right, fire it up there and see. There we go. Give that a few revs. Come on, tap it. That's how you do it. Turn it off. That's how you fix the seal on a diesel injector on a true Avensis D4D T270. And I'll just recap here. You go there. This was the seal here. Look at the chunk that was taken out of that. It was absolutely, the car monster came and took a chunk out of it. But anyway, I hope this video was helpful to whoever's watching it. Please subscribe, show some support. It would be very nice, thank you. And give it a like and share it around, why not? And thank you very much for watching. Take care, bye bye.